What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about 15 different cryptos today. Without any further ado, let's get into the list. So here it is. SDAO for Henry Chinesky, WIF, WIF for Flower Child, CREO, MLT, RIO, and RVF for Kara, KESPA, ZETA, and SEI and ABT for Joint Desir. We're going to be moving on to VChain, VET for Glen Me, and also TAO for Glen Me, finishing it up with DESO for Lowenhers, ALI for JGM, and PRQ for George Oral. PRQ. Yeah, that should be 15. So without any further ado, let's get into it. I meant to leave timestamps last night, but man, by the time I got done with all my videos and that video loaded, I was so tired I just went to bed. So if I leave timestamps, you're welcome. If not, you're just got to jump through it, man, because I am running on fumes right now, man. And I got a lot more requests besides just these coins tonight too, right? So if it was up to me, man, I would set more time aside for this, but I make them at the time that I make them because it's literally as early as I can do it on my day-to-day stuff. So anyways, without any further ado, let's get into this. Here we go. Talking about SDAO, right? Yes, SDAO. All right, on the weekly here. Looking like it wants to come down a little bit. The fact that you have this like flat base here, three bottoms, like it could be a triple bottom, but it's not even like a bottom, right? This is a consolidation phase, so it's odd that you have this. I would think you want to come down. Everything else is bullish right now, but you're not doing bullish things. I would think that that's not a good thing, for at least the immediate term. I don't know enough about this, but here you are holding support on your 618. Sure, the fact that it's been 3 times, I would think you would hold support on your 786 to 886 area, somewhere around 24 to 19 cents. That's where I think you're going. Could you move up from here? Sure, but that daily RSI looks hella weak, man. It looks very, very weak. I think you're going to your 786, 886 zone, somewhere around, again, 24 cents to 19 cents. Sounds about right to me. So that one's easy. WIF, is it even? Yeah, we do. We got a whiff on Kraken. Oh man, let's pull it up on Dex Screener here and verify that I'm a human. Yes. Whiff. Jesus Coin pumping, you guys. It's doing well. That might be the one right there. Yeah. Nope. Okay, so this is what we got. Unfortunately, Teresa, I can't do TA on something like this. It looks like it wants to go up. Until it doesn't, break this structure. Really all you have is this structure, and you have broken it before and it didn't promote anything. So get below like 41.7 cents and then you can start to be worried. Until then, the 4-hour RSI looks fine, but that can change very quickly. It does look strong for what it's worth. I would think that you continue to go up, but who knows, man? You could turn it out at any point now. You moved up in the course of like a week or so, right? You moved up 200%. You can move up another 200%. You can move down 50%. Like, it's really hard, very, very hard to do analysis on something like this. Okay, there's a little bit more there, which is nice. Based off of this look, I would think that you go higher. I would think that you could see prices all the way up at 74 cents to $1.11. I would, based off this. But again, it's still so very new, so don't hold me to that. I can be wrong. Been wrong before. I'll be wrong again. Yeah, looks kind of good though. It does look like it wants to move up. Not gonna lie. I do like the 4-hour. Get above the 886, get above about 47.7 cents on a closing basis on the 4-hour, and then it's all but guaranteed that it's going to happen there. I guess it's nearly guaranteed, but nothing's guaranteed, right? But I would assume that you do move up there. Somebody earlier, like a few days ago, was like, I'm misleading you guys by trying to portray myself as an oracle and acting like the fibs are this magical thing, this magnet. It's like, man, I've said it so many times. These are lines. They're ideas. These are all lines. You don't have to hit them. You could go up and find resistance right in the middle. You could find resistance right below. But just generally speaking, especially with how well you respected that 886 and you respected the 618 here, right? And you even tipped your 382 here. I would expect that you find some significance on these lines, or at least around them, right? Never once have I claimed or pretended to be an oracle. That's not what this is. If that's what you think it is, you are wrong, essentially, and that's okay. You can be wrong. It's nothing personal, but that no, I'm not trying to mislead anybody by making them think that I know the future. That would be silly. And if you think that that's what this is, if you think that's what technical analysis is, you are silly, my friend. All right, so that's WIF. Let's move on to CREO USD. You know, you're not paying enough attention. You're not listening to my words. You hear what you want to hear, and then you go on it. You know, like it just like control yourself, calm down, breathe. Creo engine here, looking like it's in a bullish pattern. Moved up, pennant for sure, looking decent. It just depends on which way you break. Because if you break this down, pennants are neutral patterns, but they tend to break in the direction that they were formed in. So being that you have a pennant here, I would assume you continue upwards. And a pattern like this, I mean, man, you could see prices above $1 with its next move up, genuinely. If this were to like hit its measure move, or you know, maybe the measure move is this only, and at which case you would still hit, let's see, from the point of break, you'd still hit like 90 something, almost $1, man. You really would. So let alone if that whole thing is the way to measure it, you know, hard to say. But looking at it on the daily, I do like the RSI. I think it wants to move up higher, sure. Yeah. You do kind of have a flat base with descending highs on the daily. It doesn't look as friendly, I will say that. But maybe, you know, what I would say is I would just wait, man. Wait till you get some kind of a breakout. Let's see here. Something like this, right? If you break above this line or break below this line, what's a break? It's not a wick. It's a daily close. So if you get a daily close above or below those lines, which at this point in time would be somewhere around like 8.77 cents or below 6.5 cents. If you close above or below either of those lines, that will be on a daily basis. That'll be your indication as to what direction you're going. Generally speaking, these patterns would break out to the upside, but again, it's all statistics. It is not a prediction, or it's not a prophecy. It's a prediction. This is not a certainty. I am not an oracle. Oh man, as much as the haters want to pretend that I think I am not an oracle. It's about probabilities, and you react off those probabilities. You make a smart decision off of them, right? If you're looking to buy this thing, okay, well, you could buy it here, sure, in the middle of this range. Most people wouldn't recommend that because it could always break down, and at which case, if it does break down, you wait until you get your measure move down, which, I mean, maybe not even a measure move at this point. You would probably go off of like a standard fib retracement, which if it were to move down from here, look for anything. I just happen to draw it perfectly at 2 cents to 0.6 cents, somewhere around that range, right? That would be like the area to start DCAing, but you never put all your money in at one price, right? And you never get out at one price either, unless you're really gambling. But then same thing, if it goes up from here and it breaks out, that might be a good time to get in if you're looking to get in, you know. As far as right here, if you want to get in, that's up to you. It's not recommended, but none of this is financial advice anyways. But if you get in the middle of this pattern, like literally in the middle of it, and it goes down, I would just eat that. I wouldn't play the game and sell, because you never know when you could do some weird stuff where you break out of it and then boom, it's a fake out, and then you do break out to the upside, and then you sold down here once you broke out, and then it takes off without you, and if you just held, you'd be fine. So any purchases on any of these coins, I would recommend holding for the long term. I don't know a lot. I don't know anything about a lot of these coins, man. Like honestly, I don't know anything. I'm just know the charts. So it's on you as the investor, as the speculator, to take it upon yourself to learn about these coins. Don't put your money in it unless you can tell a random person on the street what it does. If you don't know what it does, if you don't know the tokenomics behind it, look elsewhere. If it's not available for you to learn, look elsewhere. If it's sophisticated and maybe it's a little bit above your head and you can explain a decent bit of it, right, but you don't, like I can explain how to operate a car, I couldn't make a car myself. You know, if it's something like that where it's a little bit more sophisticated than your knowledge, but you more or less know how it works, that's okay. But know a little bit about it before you just get in it. Don't just hear it could go up and then put your money in there. Don't do that. Look into it. It's on you to do that. I am doing the technical analysis. That's what this is for. And at no point in time ever in my life have I ever claimed that makes me a magic genie with a crystal ball, man. MLT USD here. Milk media licensing. We'll go on MEXC, sure. Interesting looking chart. Yeah. Looking like it wants to go up, man. I think it wants to go up. What you did was you're in this, act like your whole existence was this accumulation phase right here, right? You broke out of it. You found support on the top of it. You're probably going to go up. It's a very bullish looking weekly RSI. Let's look at the daily for what it is. Daily looks neutral but constructive, like it wants to go up. I like it, man. I do. I think you want to go up higher. Where are you going to go? Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, you got more to go. 30. You're probably not going to stop at 35 cents. You'll probably go up to like 56 cents or 43 cents in a short amount of time once you break this descending high structure. You could be in this for a few weeks. It could be sometime next month in March that you break out of this to the upside. But I do think it wants to go up higher. With that being said, you're up 15% this week. Don't be caught off guard if you do see this thing. It could move down 30% from here. It absolutely could, or lower even. But I kind of wouldn't expect that you would drop too much lower than about 18.18 cents personally. You might not. You might be making your way up now. It's hard to say. The daily's not giving me too much. It's rather neutral, but volume is building, which is nice. You know, it might be the start of something more beautiful. I kind of got a good feeling about it, but you never know if it's going to go down. So never hurts to DCA, you know, something like that. MLT. Rio, RIO. Let's do MEXC again. Looking like it's breaking out. Yeah, see, same kind of pattern as that WIF, right? I think it was WIF. Maybe it was CREO. It's like a pennant pattern. You broke out. Technically, the measure move on something like this would be you draw the whole like move up. It's like a bull flag, right? And then you would measure from the break. Some people measure from the break. I like to measure from the bottom. It's more conservative, so you're less likely to be disappointed. That would take you all the way up to $3.42. You're at 86 cents now. So that's your measure move. Like genuinely, that's how you measure these things. So it's like this, consolidate, make the same move up. It could be bigger, it could be smaller. The measure move is not a guarantee. It is not a crystal ball. It's statistics and probability. I feel like I got to emphasize that a little bit today. Very nice reaction, yeah. Deep extensions up there, but you could hit them, man. Yeah. So it's looking good. What can I say? It looks pretty good. Weekly RSI I like. The daily RSI I like as well. I don't think it stops here. If it does, maybe you take a break, but I doubt you go back below 80 cents or too far below 80 cents. That's Rio. You know, and all of these are probably dependent on Bitcoin as well. If Bitcoin were to see some kind of reversal from these areas, we could see the prices going down, but I think Bitcoin's going higher, guys. Let's see real quick. Little bonus. I'll make a Bitcoin video later too. Yeah, I mean, it could turn around from here. I think it's going higher, man. I do, but I could be wrong. RVF Rocket X on MEXC again. Coming in handy, MEXC. Move up, consolidation. It kind of looks like Bitcoin, right? Like before it moved up on a daily basis here, right? Like you've got this move up, this consolidation phase, this weird hump, and then you went down. This is where Rocket X is before the breakout, right? Like, see what I'm saying? It's like consolidation, weird hump, you went down. You might be going up, who knows? Bouncing off the 50 looks nice. You could pull back a little bit, sure, from here. Low to high, I don't know, man. I like it. Get above 67.65 cents on a weekly basis, on a daily basis. Get above there, and we can talk about you moving higher. If you close below 53.4 cents, 53.36 cents, or no, I'm sorry, 53.6 cents. If you close below there, then we could talk about you going down. But until then, I'm kind of leaning toward the upside. Very neutral daily RSI, not a lot to go off of. 4 hours neutral as well. Weekly looks, it's also neutral, so hard to say, but moved up, consolidated. I would think you continue to move up, but that's RVF. Let's do KESPA. Joint Desier. Did you mean CASPA? I talked about CASPA yesterday. I did a CASPA video yesterday. I can do a quick little thing here. CASPA. It looks good. Yeah, same stuff I was saying yesterday. You probably see a little pullback from here, right? Previous area of resistance, just like this, right? You might be consolidating, but your pullback probably takes you to about 12.5 cents, maybe 10.5 cents. You could go lower. It's possible, but I think you see some kind of like standard pullback from here, from this low to this high, at least to 12.4 cents. If not, yeah, again, somewhere around 10 cents below 11 cents. Even below 10 cents is possible, but I would think you hold that 10 cent area, if not 12 to 11 cent area. Yeah, that's CASPA, if that's the one you were looking for. Zeta. This is Zeta chain on Coinbase. Moving up, huh? Let's see. Yeah, we'll use Coinbase, sure. From the high on Coinbase to the low, you got your 1272, finding significant resistance here over the last 3 days. You probably pull back to $1.96 to $2.10, that area. You could go lower, maybe as low as $1.66, but I think hold that $1.96, really $1.96, $1.84, that's probably the likely area. You could hold the 100 line, but it's more common to go a little bit below it. So I think you go down there, and then we could talk about you going up. Yeah, 4 hour looks like it wants to come down. Strong, definitely strong, but needs a break. Looks like it wants to take a break. Once you break this ascending structure here, which it looks like you could do any hour now. It could be on this 4 hour candle. It could be like 16 hours from now, but soon you're probably going to break down and pull back to this like $1.96 to $1.84 area. At the lowest, $1.66. And you might not break $2, but that's your expected area, right? Expected. That's why I give you different targets, because I'm not an oracle. This is not a prediction, or this is a prediction. It's not a prophecy. I do not know the future. That's why I label ranges and I give probabilities on the ranges, right? Here's your range from here to down here. Ooh. But the likelihood is right in here, right? So take that for what you will, but don't pretend that that's a psychic prediction there. SEI, USD, Coinbase, and I'm not making fun of you, Joint Desier. That's some, I don't know, some silly goose who left that in a comment. I don't actually even remember their name, man. People make me funny. I know a lot of you guys say don't pay attention to the haters, but it's like I don't let them upset me. Like, they don't really upset me. They make me laugh. I like to pay attention to things that make me laugh. Like, I don't know, it's fun. Like, I don't know. I have fun with it. I really do have fun with it. So, unless it's like personal, but it's, I don't know you. I don't know any of these haters, man. They're all, they don't know me. Like, it's all on the internet. It can't be personal, even if they tried to make it personal. You know what I mean? Like, so it's all funny. Like, if I take it personal, that's on me, man. And there's no reason for that. Otherwise, if I did take it personal, I probably wouldn't pay them any mind. I really don't pay them any mind now. I just, again, I think it's funny, and I like to make a point out of it, I guess. I don't know. Top to bottom. Also, just like my friend group, man, growing up, we always gave each other crap. It's just in my nature. It's in my blood. So guys want to talk smack, I'm going to talk smack back. I don't take it personal. Let's be friends. I don't care, but we can talk smack to each other. But I don't think most of these guys want to be friends. That's okay, but I really don't take it personal at all. 83 cents could be where you pull down to, and then up if today were to close red, something like that. Let's look at the 4 hour. I don't know, man. I'm kind of not convinced by this 4 hour. Sure, it could be the start of something more to the downside, but I think this is, right now, like, it wouldn't surprise me if this 4 hour closed like this one did. right? If it comes back up and closes neutral or even green, something tells me you're going to give that back. Lower low, higher low, hidden bullish divergence. You look really good, man. I don't even know if you pull back to the 886, but if you were to pull back from here, 83 cents, 79.5 cents, maybe that's where you go. But honestly, I think you're going to 98 cents to $1.14, $1.15 area. That's where I think you're going. That's SEI. ABT. Oh man, I haven't checked on this in a couple days. What's it look like? Nothing. Nothing at all. Independent, not independent. It's in a pennant. Independent. It sounds like I'm saying independent. It's independent, man. It don't need no man. It is very overbought, man. I wouldn't touch this right now. I really wouldn't. Watch it go up more and watch it go up more without you because, man, I love to do this, right? Okay, so here we are. First off, let's say it goes to the 2272. Okay, we'll draw a line there. Next, let's say instead of that, maybe it goes up to the 2618. Let's say it even goes all the way up past this green line, okay, up to like $5, pulls like a 4 or 5x from here. I know these lines are kind of overlapping each other, but I promise I have a point. From this low to the first high right here, a common retracement would be to the 382, at least the 236, which is below the current prices. So even if it goes up from here, up to the 2272, right, still likely going to pull back, lower than the current prices. If it goes to the second high that I have labeled right here, the 2272 is just above these prices, right? And at least you can buy more confidently on a pullback. Or sorry, the 236 is on not the 2272. 236 is right there. But commonly you go to your 382, if not to your 618 or lower, right? You could go down there. Your 382 is all the way at 73 cents. That's still below these prices here. And then all the way at the top, the 382, the more common of these two first retracements, is still below the current price. So if it continues to go, it's so overbought. If it continues to go, let it go without you because give it time, it'll come back if you're patient. And I very much doubt that it has much more to grow. But maybe it does. It's super strong. You do get super strong moves. This is a super strong move, but maybe it's not even halfway through. Maybe it goes all the way up to $5. If it does, watch it come all the way back below $1. And then you can buy there. You know what I mean? Not financial advice. If you want to get in on this thing, go for it. But if it doesn't do this and instead it does this, you better not sell down here. You better just buy more. If you're so convicted in this thing, ideally you looked at these things, right? You did some research before you put your money in it. You don't just hear, oh, it could go to $5 or $10. I'm going to put my money in it. No, you do some research. You hear that and you're like, ooh, this might be interesting. Let me look it up. If you can't make heads or tails out of it, maybe stay away from it. If you can't find the tokenomics out on it, maybe stay away from it. That's how I go about it. If I can't make sense of it, I will. But if I can make some sense out of it, if I can see what it would be used for, but I don't know every necessary like formula or dynamic behind it, you don't have to understand the whole thing to understand if it's a good project or not. But if you can't understand anything, maybe stay out of it. But if it makes sense to you, it's something you want to invest in, go for it. If you want to invest in it up here, sure. At these really high levels, after it's seen a pump in 1 week that was 242%, only followed by green mix after that, sure, go ahead and do that. But if it goes down, you better not sell because it probably does have higher to go given the rest of the bull market, right? If you just hold for a year, even at these prices, it's probably going to be a good price to buy. It'll probably give you higher prices inevitably. I don't think it will, though, from here. I do think that it will pull back. But you are in a bullish kind of pattern. Consolidation. You could move up more. It is possible. But even if it does move up more, I think you'd pull back even below these prices at some point. So patience, patience, patience. I don't think it's going to move up from here. I think it's too hot for too long. It's going to cool down. That's just my opinion. And where's it going to go whenever it cools down? Probably, assuming that's the high. I'm pretty confident on that. But if I'm wrong, whatever. It'll still go lower than the prices here. Probably somewhere around 50 cents, just below 50 cents is what I'm thinking. Let's say 45 to 50 cents. That's the expectation as of now. That can change if the price grows, which is absolutely possible as well. But that would just be nuts, man. That's ABT. We're talking about VeChain now. VET on Binance. Oh my goodness, you're looking good, man. You do have bearish divergence presenting itself. It's not formed, it's not confirmed bearish divergence. Not until you get a week that closes red, right? You get this week to close green and then you get another week to close red, then you do have more or less confirmed bearish divergence. But it's not there yet. you're looking good, man. You're looking like you want to break. VeChain's looking like it wants to break out, man. I feel like I've been hearing things about VeChain in the news recently. I say news in the crypto space. 236 support, bro. Yeah, you're probably going up above 4.22 cents. Probably. I think you are. Daily's hot, volume's not, but whatever. Let's see how you do. If you pull back from here, you're probably going to get a higher low. I doubt you go lower than this low down here. You know, if you do, if you go lower than about 2.6 cents, you could go all the way back down to 1.6 cents. But I doubt you do that. So looks good. Probably wants to go above this 382. You might do something. What's very classic is to go a little bit above it, come back, find support on it, and then boom. Then you move up to your 618, 69 area. It looks good though. I do like it. Yeah. Oh, TAO. I'm sorry. TAO. Tau. It's a bit tenser. I remember this one, man. I haven't talked about it in a while, but I remember it. Yeah, look at that. Moving up a lot. Bearish divergence for sure. It's not confirmed, but volume's decreasing, whatever, you know. As you're moving up, you're at your 1618. It could go up higher. It is possible. Let me just look at this real quick. Let's get a second opinion on this. Come on now. Nothing else? Gate.io maybe? No. Looks like MEXC is our best bet. You could, man. You could go up to about 700 to 740, somewhere in that range. You're at 622 now. You might turn around here. Let's look at the daily. Daily looks good, man. Yeah, I think you do want to continue upwards. I do, yeah. Yeah, probably up above $700, but below 750. Maybe it's just above 700, maybe it's just below 750, but somewhere in that range is where I think you're going before you see a more kind of significant pullback. So any move down from here, let's say tomorrow it moves down, that doesn't mean that this theory is wrong. Just means that, okay, it moved down a little bit and then it moves up more, right? Just like on this day, it moved down 7% and then boom, it moved up more, right? It can do that, right? It can be sideways for a second, but all in all, I think you are moving up to like this area here. Yeah, that's Tau. A bit tenser. Deso, decentralized social. Is this right? I think this is the one you were talking about. I mean, that's the ticker I got, so I'm going with that. Interesting looking daily. Weekly is interesting. All right. I don't know what to think of this, man. Kind of an accumulation phase. You definitely had a solid breakout, but you've seen no significant pullback since. Very resilient to give up your extended zones, aren't you? I bet you come down to $24. I bet you do. You probably do. Yeah, I bet you do. You could go up from here. It is possible. You know what you'd want to look for on like a daily or a weekly basis, really. Close above $44 on a weekly basis. On a daily basis, close above $46. And then we could talk about you going up to the next phase up. But for now, I do think you're going to go somewhere around $24 just below that. So that's Deso, or Deso. ALI. This is the right one. Artificial liquid intelligence. It's got the same, yeah. Gemini, crypto. Maybe we'll use Gemini, man. Maybe we'll use Gemini. Let's see. Yeah, that's fine. Gemini's a low liquidity exchange, but they're trustworthy. I like Gemini. U.S. based exchange, Winklevoss twins. You know, not the most optimal exchange necessarily for fees and stuff, or for like varieties of cryptos. But hey, they have some cryptos that Coinbase doesn't have, you know, and I think they're handled by the right people, more or less. You can think what you want about the Winkle vibe, but I think they're all right. At least all right for a couple of, I don't know, are they billionaires, or are they, how much? Let's see, what are they? Winklevoss net worth. Yeah, they're billionaires. Okay. Yes, they are. Makes sense if they own a crypto exchange, man. You gotta be. If you own a crypto exchange in America and you're not a billionaire, what are you doing? This fib isn't giving me much. I wonder, is this? It looks about the same, yeah. A little bit different. That's what you get with low liquidity exchanges, man. So TA might not help out too much here. We can get generalities, but don't expect precision necessarily. What about this one? There you go. I'm having a hard time with this one. Really having a hard time. Daily RSI looks fine. It kind of looks like he broke this. It could go low. I really don't know, man. I really don't know what to think of this. It's probably going to be boring. Probably moves down. I would say it probably moves down. Maybe back down to this 786 zone. Around like 1.3 cents, 1.4 cents, somewhere in there. Maybe you form another higher low and then you continue to move up. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say, honestly. 4 hour looks like it wants to go down. Daily to me it kind of looks decent, other than the last 2 days. That's what's making me think you're going to go down. Finding a hard rejection off of this same area of resistance. So I think you're going to take that low out, probably go down to around, yeah, like 1.4 to 1.3 cents. Yeah, somewhere around there. That's ALI. PRQ to finish this up. PRQ. Parsec. Weekly on Coinbase. There's a lot more history than that, so maybe KuCoin. Hey, there we go. Top to bottom. Above your 382. Nice. Yeah, you're going up to the next level, probably 33 to 42 cents. Yeah, you look good. Weekly RSI looks good. Daily RSI looks fine. Higher lows, lower lows. I like to see it. Yeah, I'll see you at 33 to 43 cents, somewhere around there, man. You're at 17.5 cents now. Can it go down from here in the immediate term? Sure. Can it go up from here a little bit and then down? Sure. You know, but all in all, I think you're working your way up. Looks good to me, man. Yeah. That one was a lot easier than the last one. So that's all I got to say, man. If you guys like the video, hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Decent volume there, too. That's it, man. Hit the like button. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.